Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Duggan with IGN, and I'm here with Jonathan Rogers from Grind Gear Games, and we are checking out Path of Exile: The Awakening, and we're in for a very special treat. We get to see a boss. So why don't you tell us, Jonathan, why don't you tell us about King Kaom?
Okay,
Not King Kong. King Kaom.
So Kaom is a character in Path of Exile lore that a lot of players will recognize. One of the most famous items in Path of Exile is called Kaom's Heart, that a lot of our players will recognize, and now you get to fight the guy who created that item, or whose item that was. So basically, it's sort of a nice moment for all those people who know the game, but it's also a really cool fight, just from anyone's perspective, I hope. So yeah, I'm going to go on in here.
I can confirm it is a really cool fight.
I'm going to go on in here, and hopefully I won't die. So here's King Kaom.
So we've got a lot of things going on in the fight. We have, obviously, a lot of don't stand in the fire in this fight.
Yeah.
So he does kind of a line attack whenever he brings his axe to the ground. He does a jump right there, a big AoE. And then also I'd like to point out that there are these kind of lava waterfalls shooting out little bursts of lava balls. Yeah,
so basically, as the fight continues, as you do more damage to him, more of those volcanoes will activate. So at the moment, only one of them is firing fireballs, and it sort of rotates around the arena. But as we go on, there'll be more. So he summons his little guys here, and I'm just going to use this thing to kill. Whoa, crap! Hang on. Okay. Well, that one didn't go so well. Death number one. Okay. Well, let's go back in here.
I'm sure your fans and the active players are going to have a field day in the
comments.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They unfortunately they probably are actually better than me. So that's the problem. I can't play the game as long as they can, unfortunately. But yeah. So he summoned his minions there, so you have to deal with those. The main important thing that you need to bear in mind is avoiding that really big slam he does on the ground. It does a ton of damage.
That's got a pretty decent range, though.
Yes, it does. So, basically you want to be dodging side to side. You can, do that to jump out of the way if you're... Whoa, okay, maybe if you're not faster than I am. Okay, so now that I've gotten down to half-life, only 1/3 of the arena is safe. The other part is quite deadly.
I see, okay. So... While you resurrect, I should point out that 3 out of the 4 of those, or 2 out of the 3 of those lava waterfalls, if you will, are active, and 1 is inactive, so you can kind of stand near it.
Yes, exactly. So I can be over here, and I'm safe from that, but when I'm... okay, so now that the arena has changed, so now this part's safe. So I want to kind of attract him over to the place where I can actually get some hits on him.
So there's a lot of ground telegraphs, but in addition to that, you kind of also have to keep in mind the meta of the entire arena while this fight is going on. So there's a lot of very fun elements.
Yeah, yeah. So we're really hoping to get some of the, like the play skill requirement into, we want it to be more than just a stat check. So you have to actually be able to have, move around, dodge some attacks, watch those times when he, swings his axe up to move out of the way.
And of course, your character's mobility factors into this, and the ability skills you've chosen and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I think I might die again. I don't have any potions left.
No potions left.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here it comes.
I can still dodge. So Oh, okay. Yeah, dodge that. There we go.
Everyone's watching you now, Jonathan.
Oh,
now's the time to shine.
Yep. Okay, this time I'll get him. This time I'll get him.
Now he has a 10th of his total health. I'm sure that I'll... But those lava volcanoes are... Well, those volcano waterfalls are shooting out, it seems like at a much greater frequency than they were
exactly.
initially.
So,
There we go.
Right.
The Eye of Fury, what is that?
Well, you'll have to play the expansion to find out.
So, Jonathan, thank you so much for showing us that fight. Everybody go check out Path of Exile. For all things Path of Exile, keep it right here on IGN.